Today we have some very special guests on 2K TV. They are the current NBA 2K League Season 3 champions, Wizards District Gaming. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
All right, so let's get started.
The view from the skies above down. And his thing.
Hey, Kevin.
That's a terrific story. David, thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the three, the small forward. And for the Spurs, we've got Derozan, Aldridge out there with Lyles. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in a shooting guard. Here is Forbes, stolen by Brooks. On the wing, Winslow. Passes to Morant. And here's Winslow. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Shot clock at 6. Morant dishes to Jackson. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Lyles.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
It's good.
And the handles of Aldridge enabling him to do anything he wants anywhere on the court.
Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
That's to Forbes. Murray against Morant. Shoots off the step back, and he hits the jumper for 2.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Smooth shot from Ja Morant. Coach has to love that confident play.
Murray the pass to Forbes. Murray for 3. He can't hit that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Brooks kicks to Winslow. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
Now here's Murray. And Forbes has it in the corner. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Jackson finds Brooks. Derozan against Winslow. Now here's Morant for 3. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. Yep, that one goes in there. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And it's Aldridge on the follow.
LaMarcus does this well, getting into the mix and creating buckets off the offensive rebounds.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
These are the fundamentals we're always talking about. Excellent bounce pass.
And the dunk by Lyles.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Pass to Morant. The 3. And that one is off. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Here's Derozan. And Derozan throws it down.
The perfect set of skills to flourish in transition. Derozan's got it all.
Morant passes to Winslow. And the pass to Morant. For Murray. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. 24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Left side, Derozan, and the layup is good. Derozan's got 6.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And so it's San Antonio. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Anderson is out there with Clarke. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. And they call an illegal screen here.
Not a problem. First turnover of the game, but overall, I like how they're taking care of the basketball.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Passes it to Anderson. Memphis moving it around. Off target with his 3. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for San Antonio.
And Smitty, with Rudy Gay, the long-time NBA veteran, Father Time might have taken away what he once was, but, boy, he still finds ways to contribute.
He does, G.A. Rudy Gay isn't the same scorer that he once was. But what I love about it, he's actually playing the power forward position more later in his career. He can still fill up the box score and also add a lot of rebounding. His passing has been underrated for a few seasons as well.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies' ownership were exploring relocation. Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027. With substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, D.A.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And it's Clarke slamming it down.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
White dishes to Pirtle. White, good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Walker's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs on defense. Leading by 5. Left side, Anderson. Some solid defense from Gay.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Beautiful find by Derek White. When you start your career with Coach Popovich, you either make the next pass or you don't get minutes.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. No good from Clarke.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Got that one up quick. And it's a 9-point Spurs lead.
Excellent mechanics on Derek's shot. He looks good, letting it fly at any range.
It's stolen by Bellinelli. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
1:53 left now here in the second. Over to the left wing. Pass to Jones. Here's Gutterich. And that time, also a missed shot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Gay passes to Purtle. 14 feet away. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clarke outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on White. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Purtle. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Derek White. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Brandon Clarke. Jaren Jackson comes in for Kyle Anderson. Brooks checked in for Milton. And it's John Morant in for Jones. Jackson gets the bucket.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
To the middle, here's Lyles, and the dunk by Lyles.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Here's Morant. Happy to see that one go in after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Walker the pass to Lyles. Back to Walker. Baseline J on the way. He can't get that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Jackson dishes to Morant. Pass to Gutterich. Back to Brooks. And here's Morant. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Spurs. Lyles got his 4th rebound in this one.
DeMar DeRozan, so athletic, rising up to slam it home. Great finish.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They lead by 11. Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, Kenny should have
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for San Antonio. Aldridge out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern. Only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs. That's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
DeRozan on the wing, covered by Winslow. Here is Forbes, 5 on the clock. No good from outside. And it's Memphis on the break. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Jackson.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Here's Forbes. Misses the 3.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school, and that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go." Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. White. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
To the paint. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Valanciunas has got his second basket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Both shots good from the stripe. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Bellinelli against Winslow. Tries it from the top of the key. It's Clarke with the rebound.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Spurs leading by 6. From deep. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Kicks it to Bellinelli. Back to Mills. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
A different look now for San Antonio. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Bellinelli. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Derek White. The pass to Clarke.
You got to know, this is Clarke's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside. And watching Brandon Clarke play, first thing you notice, the young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he failed to 21.
A huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
There's Walker with the 3. San Antonio again missing. Memphis trailing here. Here's Melton. And Pirtle sends it back.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Mills looking it over. Passes to Pirtle. 2 free throws coming up, and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The third quarter comes to a close. Spurs out in front. They lead by... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So on the floor for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the three.
Brooks' mental game, great anticipation on that steal.
And Forbes kicks to Murray. Back to Forbes. There's the feed to Aldridge. Makes it off the glass.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Morant against Murray. Memphis moving that ball around. Anderson finds Valanciunas. Here's Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They are just killing him on the interior.
San Antonio leading. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Forbes the pass to Aldridge. A three-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Valanciunas. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Valanciunas has got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Wiles. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Derozan for 3. That shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. And it's Morant at the elbow. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
A much different player here in the second half. He's taking advantage of what the defense allows.
Pass to Valanciunas. Morant outside to take the lead. Misses from close range. Jackson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here we go with Derozan running it up the middle. He gets that one.
And you could tell DeMar DeRozan wanted that one. Big-time shot maker. Give him the rock.
Here's Morant. Count the basket. Morant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Tremendous effort from Ja Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Here's Forbes. No good on the 3. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. The Spurs making a switch here. White's checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Winslow's checked in for Anderson. And the second chance effort by Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tipping.
Wide open look here for Murray, and Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Brooks gets it on the assist by Winslow. Brooks has got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis.
What I like about Dillon is that he takes command when it's needed.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And finished off by Morant.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
Stolen by Winslow. Brooks outside. He kicks to Winslow, and there's the pass to Morant. It's hauled in by Lyle. The Spurs have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And it's denied.
Good timing by Justice Winslow with the long arm to get a hand on that shot.
Yep, it counts.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Brooks doesn't go for it. White with the defensive effort. And another fast break chance here for the Spurs. Here we go. Count it! A huge shot to tie it up.
Derozan simply rising to the occasion with that huge shot.
Here's Morant. It's good!
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Derozan. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It goes on Justice Winslow. And you could feel the crowd react as one.
Guys, what a blast of energy that just sent through this entire building.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Here's Morant. Passes it to Jackson. It falls!
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're behind by 1. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
And this is it, guys. Down 1. They've got just enough time to work it around for a good shot, and it better be a good shot because it's the only shot they have.
Here's Derozan. Yes!
He's on a roll. Can't let Derozan get into rhythm. He will torch you all night.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 1. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel...
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, bring it.
started, you guys had the #1 overall draft pick, and you guys ran the course through the season all the way through the playoffs to win the title. What has this season been like in terms of the roller coaster ride of emotions?
It's just been one of those seasons, the roller coaster ride.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, hi everyone, we're coming to you live on GA.
Hey Kevin.
Terrific, David, thanks. Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. Favors can't get it to go. Memphis with the ball. Goes up again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
And there's Favors putting it right back in.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And just about a minute into the first quarter. The drive by Williamson. Holiday, the pass to Williamson. There's the dish to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Well, Zion plays within the system. And right there, very unselfish.
Morant against Ball. And Valanciunas kicks to Brooks. Here's Morant. And Derek Favors pulls it down.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Back to Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Ingram with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Ingram passes to Favors. Just 4 to shoot. Tips it up. And there's Favors putting it right back in. Favors has got 6.
Well, he's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
Ball against Morant. Out to Brooks. Outside Jackson. Pass to Winslow. Back to Morant. Morant with another miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Shot to stop the run. And Morant will lay it in.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. There's Ball with the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And yes, it's good. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not...
Oh, the power on that throwdown!
Unreal. Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Brooks finds Winslow. Back to Brooks. Jackson trying to break free. Brooks misses. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Pelicans. And the dunk by Williamson.
Again, just watching Zion's leaping ability, gets over the defense and easily finds the rim.
It's Morant with the drive. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The pass the ball. Back to Williamson. Loads it up for Williamson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And try to find other ways to talk about Zion's leaping ability. How about timing? Showing it there.
And that one's good. Morant.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Ball feeling it out a bit. The kick out to Holiday. Outside, Ball. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Memphis. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Brooks in the corner. Jackson passes to Winslow. Brooks outside. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
And that is quintessential team basketball. Winslow recognizing one of his guys was wide open.
Here's Favors, and foul on the shots. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Grizzlies lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
Being able to go through adversity and come out stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. We've got Hayes. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Hart in at small forward. Memphis trailing here.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clarke, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
On the basket by Jones.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And Redick kicks to Hart. Count it. Hart's got his first basket of the night. A player known for his athleticism, Clarke's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clarke showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
Now the feed to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Here's Jones. And the rejection by Jackson. Kicks it out to Jones. Looking for Clarke, and he gets it there. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clarke's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's Hart. Outside Jackson. And it goes down 2 points. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Here's Gutterich. Jones the pass to Clarke. Count that bucket. Clarke's got 6.
You gotta know this is Clarke's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Stolen by Anderson. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Jones. Clarke dishes to Jones. Memphis moving it around. A nice shot by Gutterich. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Jackson down low, defended by Jones.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clarke is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent. We just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that. Here's Hart. Pass to Hayes. Here's Jackson. It's Clarke with the rebound. Clarke's got his 5th rebound in this one. That's tipped and stolen by Redick. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Jackson Hayes. Williamson comes in for Nicolo Melli. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Drew Holiday in for J.J. Redick.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
And he gets it back. Here's Valanciunas. Good if it goes. He doesn't hit that one. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Best. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. Kenny.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Williamson kicks to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pelicans lead by 1. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Holiday, the pass to Okafor. That one, no good. Nice feed from Valanciunas. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Brooks leading the charge. And that one is good. And now a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Everyone on D looks a step slow in transition as they keep getting beat down the floor.
That's a great drive from Drew Holiday, using that blazing speed to his advantage.
And there was so much hoopla around Ball when he first entered the league. But lately, a lot of that seems to have died down.
I feel like it's settling in, and the change of scenery for Lonzo Ball after being number 2 and being in Los Angeles and being home. Maybe being away has been the best thing for him to start to focus on the task at hand.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Favors is checked in.
And the potential of Morant is sky high. A dynamic guard. He plays with a Russell Westbrook type edge and intense on both ends.
Here's Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got 8.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Redick is checked in. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Down low, here's Okafor, and then Okafor slams it in.
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
And Memphis with another turnover here. Some changes for New Orleans. Melly is checked in for Okafor, and it's Josh Hart in for Brandon Ingram. So Favors will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 1-point game, and Ball slams it in.
Well, you got to slow him down. If he gets ahead of speed like that and measures those steps, Lonzo's going to throw it down.
Kicks it out to Jones. Out to the right wing. Here's Gutterich. Rebounded by Hart. New Orleans leading by 3. Favors passes to Melly. Intercepted. Jones against Ball. To the wing on the left. There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. And here's Redick. Six on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. No good with the layup. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Clarke. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Favors has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Ball. It's good. 8 points for Lonzo Ball.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Anderson. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup. Well, he's very smart about spotting up in transition, and no one rotated over to contest that one.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Out to Favors. Pass to Melly. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. And for Memphis, they're shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Morant, and finished off by Morant.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Passes it to Hayes. Anderson against Redick. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Brandon Clarke. The Pelicans have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, the former Dookie, J.J. Redick, has carved out an incredible role as one of the league's most deadly shooters. Now, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. New Orleans on top. They finish off the third quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great... I feel like Zion with that quickness. Guys are just not ready for that first step.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Redick surveying the D. Williamson right side. And Holiday kicks to Williamson. And they pick up 2. Williamson's got the lead up to 10 now for New Orleans.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
The Pelicans shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Clarke with a wide-open look. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 3 assists now in this one. Hayes the pass to Holiday. Back to Hayes. And the foul called on Brandon Clarke. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Grizzlies making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. And then for New Orleans, Okafor is checked in for Hayes. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for J.J. Redick.
Man, these Kevin Durant comparisons are starting to come to fruition right here, especially when Ingram is finishing with power on the drive.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. To the inside. Out to Ingram. And it's Ball in the corner. Floats it up for Williamson. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And that one falls for Jackson. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Good on both.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Here's Holiday. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for New Orleans. Ingram with it. Now guarded by Winslow. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his 1st foul of the game. Inside, here's Ingram. And he banks in the layup. Ingram's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Ingram's going to come through when it's crucial. He did so there.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Lonzo Ball picks one up. So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both free throws good from Morant.
And now down to a 1-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
And Holiday kicks the ball to the right side. Now here's Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Zion wants these moments, and coming through here.
Feeds it to Morant. Stolen by Ball. Here's Williamson. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Ball with it. He's picked up by Morant. Ball, the pass to Williamson. Back to Ball. Floats it up for Williamson. Stolen by Jackson.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Stolen by Ball. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the dunk by Williamson.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And it's Morant missing. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Williamson finds Ingram. Back to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Proving how dominant he can be. When Morant is shooting with confidence, it really allows him to take over. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Outside Holiday, no good. So New Orleans wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work.
coaster ride, like you said. We all got there expecting, to be able to go to New York and take the rookies there. There was, everybody the first season, like me, Reese, and Ryan were 3 years in the league, 3 seasons. And COVID hit, and now we're confined to our apartments, practicing from our apartments, playing from our apartments. It was a lot of...
The New Orleans riverfront gleaming brightly along the Mississippi here tonight. Welcome. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. We've got Trey Lyles. He's out there with Derozan. DeJounte Murray is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here is Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. And Aldridge slams it in.
And, that's a veteran play. Derozan stays open to all possibilities. That's seeing the game in front of you. Excellent find.
Back to Ball. And stolen by Murray. Shot clock at 5. Great D that time from Favors. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. Outside, Ball. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Ball, such a terrific passer. He seems to have a sixth sense, nice feel, which is hard to teach.
On the wing, DeRozan. Here's Murray. And the rejection by Favors. It's Ingram on the wing. Pass the ball. New Orleans moving it around. On the wing, Holiday. Covered by Lyons.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Now here's Murray. Aldridge finds Murray. Pass to DeRozan. Pelicans with the rebound.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
DeRozan with it. Favors picks him up and finished off by DeRozan.
That is punched with conviction. DeRozan, after being in the league for 10 years, still big-time bounce.
Now here's Ingram. Back to Williamson. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Craig, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. So for the Pelicans, Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram, and it's Jackson in for Drew Holiday. San Antonio also making some changes. Pirtle comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Bellinelli in for DeMar DeRozan. Redick. And Pirtle pulls it down. And White kicks to Gay, feeds it to Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
Hey, look at Pirtle, making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense.
Jackson looking it over. Here's Melly, Pirtle with the steal. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. Finished off the break.
Outstanding play by White that time. He just took off and got up and down in a heartbeat.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Walker's checked in for the Spurs. Pirtle dishes to Gay. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
The feed to Okafor. Outside for Redick. Back to Okafor. It's Redick on the wing. And the Pelicans miss again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the dunk by Walker.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's White. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. Out to the right wing. Walker the pass to Pirtle. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. 6 points for Jakob Pirtle.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
And stolen by White. Got it off in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be right back after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Okafor. Then there's Hayes. And it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Pelicans' 5. Here's White. No good with the triple. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 4-point game. Hayes finds Jackson. Pirtle with the steal. To the middle. Here's Walker. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Walker's got his second basket of the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here. And Jakob Pirtle, he's carved himself a good chunk of rotation minutes with how he's played.
Yeah, I love his game. I like his agility. I like his hands, his touch. I mean, he's a big, mobile guy. I think he's gotten to a good spot where he's dangerous in pick and roll action now too, Greg. A solid defender. A guy like that is always going to find minutes.
Here's Redick following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Shot, high post. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And that one's good by Gay.
Good, strong, aggressive finish by Gay there. That'll get a thumbs up from the coach.
Jackson up top, White covering. Jackson passes to Okafor. Pirtle with the steal. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. New Orleans making some changes here. Williamson is checked in for Hayes. Ingram comes in for J.J. Redick. And Ball subbed in for Frank Jackson. San Antonio also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Pirtle. Derozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Derek White.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Melly is checked in for Okafor, and it's Holiday in for Hart. San Antonio also making some changes. Trey Lyles checked in for Gay, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Walker. Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies. in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in two different settings.
Yeah, I mean, two very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both those cities.
Exactly.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here is Forbes after Drew Holiday's score. And there's a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. Derek Favors checked in for Williamson. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Mills is checked in. Now here is Holiday. Dishes to Favors. Over Aldridge. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Favors.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Here's Murray. Here's Derozan, and Derozan throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now, here's Ball. No points in the game yet for him. Now the pass to Favors. Ingram wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Pelicans trail by 10. New Orleans moving it around. From deep three-point range. Back to Ball. Pass to Melly. In the corner, it's Ingram. Second shot opportunity. No good that time. Aldridge with some nice D. Here's Derozan. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And oh, he just jams it right over Derek Favors. Wow!
Well, I tell you what, Derozan really packs a punch now. He's an explosive athlete with really good strength. I mean, he's got great size for a backcourt dominant scorer.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs enjoying it. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They are leading by 12. Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio? And
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Pelicans. Down by 12. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs, Miles out there at Derozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position.
Aldridge keeps his head up and his options open. He's a team-oriented guy with a good basketball IQ. Excellent pass.
And there's Murray on the assist from Derozan. Murray's got his first basket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Ingram. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors has got his fourth rebound in this one. Spurs leading by 16.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Here's Ingram following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge.
You know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Gay against Williamson. Lets it go with a three. Gay misses. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Here's Ball following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Favors trying to break free. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
Now here's Murray. Shoots over Ball. Misses off the left iron.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily.
Yes, that goes in. Favors got 10 points in the game.
And the contact doesn't shake Favors. He just outworks the defense and finishes strong.
Back to DeRozan. Unloads from 13. They grab their own miss. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
And Holiday kicks to Favors. Back to Holiday. A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. Ingram deciding where to go with it. 4 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Spurs leading by 16. Outside DeRozan. Over Ingram. And it's DeRozan missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And really an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision making.
Here's Murray. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the inside. And the dunk by Williamson.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's Murray. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Murray left side.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Pelicans trail by 12. Ingram outside. Basket good.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Murray surveying the D. Again, the miss by Murray. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Williamson with the ball. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Mills, that's a two-pointer. Off target with that shot. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Okafor out there with Hayes. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Jackson. And it's Hart in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Chalk up 2 there. Mills has got his first 2 points. Here's Jackson. Now here's Redick. Takes a shot at the elbow, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
J.J. Redick is a killer as a shooter. Textbook form, especially effective from the mid-range area.
Here's Mills. Unable to get that one. And New Orleans will go the other way with it.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off. And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
New Orleans making some changes here. Nicolo Melli comes in for Okafor, and it's Drew Holiday in for Jackson. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Perk. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Derek White. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. Now here's Murray. Out to the right wing. Here's Forbes. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hayes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Hart. Hayes controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Picked him clean. And stolen by Murray. Spurs working the ball around now. DeRozan's shot is good. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Spurs?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Spurs leading by 8. DeRozan passes to Lyles. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Hayes. Williamson comes in for Nicolo Melli. Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Lonzo Ball in for J.J. Redick. And it's DeRozan with the ball for San Antonio. They led by as many as 18 points. Aldridge finds DeRozan. From the stripe. Pelicans with the rebound. Outside Holiday. It's stolen by Lyles. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Deflects the pass. Right side Aldridge. On the wing, DeRozan. Keeps it alive. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Pelicans trail by 11. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
Forbes. Aldridge tried to break free. The shot's good from Forbes.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for San Antonio.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for DeMar DeRozan.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Nice touch from Ingram on the jumper. No way anybody can stop that from going down.
Here's Murray, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
And stolen by Williamson. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Pass to Ingram. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A solid win on the... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
stress. A lot of people didn't get to see their families until the end of the season. And we just somehow bottled all that up and told each other that we can either remember this season or we can look back and say, man, we had a great team. We didn't get the job done. And once we started looking at it that way, we just started running the course and playing for each other, playing for each other's families, and the outcome.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Trey Lyles out there at Derozan. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
Morant outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Here's Derozan. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers. Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
And the shot goes in. Aldridge has got his second bucket.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
And the shot goes down.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D reeling.
Spurs have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Forbes. Off target from three-point range. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Winslow, the pass to Brooks. Rebound, San Antonio. And Derozan kicks to Forbes. Passes to Brooks. And he dunks it down.
What athleticism from Brooks. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. See why right there.
To the paint. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. And here's Morant. He's covered by Murray. Fires from deep. And Morant is good for 3. Morant's got 7 points in the game. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
There's Winslow following the bucket by the Spurs. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Morant against Murray. Here's Lyles. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
Winslow finds Valanciunas. Morant outside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Brooks scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the basket by Derozan.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And if you go over the course of his career, Derozan has increased his trips to the line. I mean, thanks in large part to getting more aggressive offensively.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. Whitey's checked in for Bryn Forbes. That's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay.
I don't think that was a pass he should make. Too many things can go wrong. I mean, they're lucky to keep possession.
San Antonio making a switch here. Bellinelli's checked in. Anderson against Gay. Anderson dishes to Jones. Poked away. It's stolen by Bellinelli. One-on-one fast break. White the pass to Gay. Here's Mills. Now here's Bellinelli. And his first shot of the game, no good. Anderson outside. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Anderson with the ball. Here's Melton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Up in time. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Derek White. Poeltl is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Walker in at the two-guard spot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Now White still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Anderson. Lost to Melton. Here's Gutterich. Lays it up and banks it in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Taken away. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Finished off the break. Gutterich has got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Bellinelli with it. Guarded now by Clarke. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
Here's Melton. Clarke trying to get open. Melton, no good. And here's White. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 9 points. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Melton, guarded by Walker. Melton's shot is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings, a selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
White dishes to Pirtle. Back to White. Takes the three. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. No good from Clarke. Spurs trail by 9.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
And so here's Memphis, following the shot by Rudy Gay. On the jam by Rudy Gay.
Oh, man, the dunks that Gay flushes home are what he's best known for, a relentless athlete who just flat out gets it done.
Ray, you talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Here's Anderson. The shot, no good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Here's the break. It's deflected. And here we go. Here's Clarke, and then Clarke slams it in.
This is the mindset Clarke has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Now here's Gay. He's got 6. That one goes. Count it. Gay's got 8 points.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Down low, here's Gutterich. Bellinelli pulls it in.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And the jam by Rudy Gay.
He gives up a lot of size to most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Now, here's Clarke. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. Anderson passes to Clarke. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You got to know this is Clarke's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Here's Walker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Gutterich. He's got 6. It's Anderson with the drive. That one good for 2. Now it's a 7-point Grizzly lead.
That's just great initiative from Anderson right there. He's skilled at seeing avenues to the basket and then taking them.
Walker finds Pirtle. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Back to Gay. Walker in the corner. Here's Pirtle. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It was a fast pace for Memphis at the outset. Tenacious on both ends of the floor. And that's a...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Morant with it. 9 points in the game so far. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving it around. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Here's Forbes. The Spurs getting another chance here. Derozan finds Murray. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Memphis leading by 3. And Brooks, here we go. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Brooks has got 10.
And sometimes it seems Brooks is better at scoring like this. I mean, he enjoys overcoming challenges. Kevin, this is sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, and when he's on, he can carry your offense. Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Up again. Rebound by Murray. Spurs trail by 5. Here's Derozan, and he elevates for the slam. Justice Winslow did not like that.
And that's the athleticism. When Derozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
Oh, wow. Are you for real? Morant way up. That move is fire.
Here's Derozan, and the dunk by Derozan.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Murray against Morant. San Antonio with the rebound. Murray's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Good on the shot. Now just a 1-point Memphis lead.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Morant drives in. And contact on the... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
And Murray, here we go. For San Antonio, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. Free throw good, Murray. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for John Morant. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's Winslow. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Anderson's shot is off. Spurs have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And it's blocked.
And timing is so important. I mean, right there, Brooks shows nice judgment, being able to get the rejection.
Launches a 3. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Derozan. Outside Aldridge. Outside Derozan. Over Anderson. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Derozan's got the lead up to 2 now for the Spurs. Jackson drives in. The shot missing. Nice D from Aldridge. Fast break, here they come. Floats it up for Murray.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Brooks misses.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit...
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
To stop the run. Rebounded by the Spurs. Lyles got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the dunk by Derozan.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clarke's checked in. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. Walker's checked in for DeJounte Murray. And Derek White subbed in for Patty Mills. Gay outside. Walker looking for an opening. Over Brooks. And that one comes up a bit short.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for the San Antonio Spurs. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Rudy Gay. He's out there with Poeltl, and it's White in at the point guard. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clarke there proving how important that concept is.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Here's Gay, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Spurs lead by 6.
I love that Gay is always in attack on a dynamite scorer who you can trust to bring his best every night.
A nice shot by Anderson.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And White kicks to Gay. Uncovered. And he gets the jumper to drop. Gay's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Poeltl. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And Murray's subbed in for Derek White. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. And DeRozan throws it down.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way. That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
Now here's Murray. And the Spurs scoring again.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Okay. Look at Morant flexing a little muscle right there, showing off his athletic ability right in their faces.
Morant against Murray. Elbow shot is on the way. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Murray's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. Morant against Murray. And again, Ja Morant.
Oh, it's been all about Ja tonight. I mean, he can score in many different ways.
Oh, and the jam by Derozan.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities. That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
And he makes that one. Now, just a 4-point San Antonio lead.
Aggressive pass on the break, straight up the court so he can get all the way to the bucket.
Here's Derozan. Pass to Wiles. For the 3. Forbes can't get it to go. Grizzlies have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Brooks misses.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Derozan, that's good.
Just like butter. The finger roll is all about the feel. He's got plenty of that.
Here's Morant. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
One thing Morant does with consistency, I mean, he keeps defenders off balance.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're up by 6. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, DeMar DeRozan.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they needed to be aggressive. And boy, did he make them pay.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Aldridge trying to break free. Memphis with the ball. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And DeRozan, here we go.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
But they recover it. Here's Valanciunas. Can't hit from in close. Here is Forbes. From deep. Off target.
I like Morant's workman-like approach on D. I mean, he finds a good matchup and makes it.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our
outcome spoke for itself.
You know, I expected, you know, I'm a rookie, so I expected, oh, we're going to New York every weekend, we're playing, I'm visiting, I'm meeting all kinds of new friends. No.
The action always in full swing. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for the Pelicans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. Now here's Williamson. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor. You literally want to dislike your opponent.
This is why Williamson's teammates love him. He makes them look good on these alley-oops.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. And Favors kicks to Williamson. Favors dishes to Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around to the inside. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. There's the 3. The putback, and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Ingram with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Morant with the steal. From deep 3-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
Oh, man, what a shot. He hit that from another time zone.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA, or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league. In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's Morant for 3. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Favors passes to Holiday. Tries from 10. They get it back. Out to Ingram. The tray. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jackson dishes to Winslow. Out to Brooks. Launches it. 6 to shoot. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last. Nelly is checked in for Derek Favors. The Grizzlies also making a change. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Jackson in for Ball. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. The Pelicans trail. Here's Hart. Passes it to Hayes.
Come get it, come get it.
1:52 left in the first. Count it.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
It's Anderson with the drive, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
On the drive, Anderson won't blow by you, but he'll find a way to get his shot.
To the middle, picked off in midair. Clarke kicks to Jones. 1:16 left in the first quarter of the game. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. New Orleans making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. No good from Clarke. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway.
He saw the opportunity to get an easy bucket on the break and took advantage of it.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They trail by 1. Anderson's shot is off. The Pelicans have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And Redick kicks to Hart. The pass to Melly. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first. The shot by Redick, no good. Memphis has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Anderson outside. Pass to Gutteridge. From past the arc, it's deflected. Outside, Redick. The putback, Okafor. And it's Melton with the rebound. Anderson passes to Gutteridge. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 1. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
J.J. Redick is out there with Jackson. Then there's Okafor, and it's Hart in at small forward. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Okafor, out left to the wing. The three-pointer, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Melton. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Jackson. Count the bucket. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Jackson dishes to Morant. From downtown, kept alive. Valanciunas passes to Jackson. Bucket is good. Jackson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
Here's Ingram. Favors. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Feeds it to Morant. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Holiday. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And good that time. Jackson's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Ingram attacking. Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Winslow. Morant against Redick. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter, didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them, and now they're showing what they can do offensively.
And it's Williamson missing.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
The Pelicans have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Passes it to Valanciunas. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant passes to Valanciunas. And that one, good. And that's now 6 points for Valanciunas.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Ingram against Winslow. Up and in on the layup.
Brandon Ingram possesses grace and power. He mixes them together for a big finish.
Here's Morant. And the rejection by Favors. And he recovers it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. A second chance effort. Valanciunas finds Jackson. Looking to end his cold spell. And Morant will lay it in. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Impressive. You like the aggressive mindset. Holiday's not just floating on the perimeter.
Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Three-pointer, Brooks. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. It's a tie game in New Orleans.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. They were a
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And the second chance effort by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 points.
more good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Ingram passes to Favors. Ingram with it. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 6 points for him. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clarke probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
So for the Pelicans, Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. Nicole O'Malley comes in for Williamson. And it's Josh Hart in for Brandon Ingram. Memphis also making some changes. Clarke, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Anderson comes in for Winslow. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Morant.
If you're Lonzo, this is how you want to use your length. Attack the rim.
Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Hayes. Up again. It's good on the putback. Hart's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pelicans.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The kick out to Anderson. There's the pass to Melton. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. The Pelicans have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Basket counts. Melton's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clarke there proving how important that concept is. Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Pelicans have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Morris checked in for Drew Holiday. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Clarke. Winslow comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Ja Morant in for Brooks. That free throw good from Hayes. Hayes hits them both. Memphis trailing here. It's Morant with the drive. It's good. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
And Moore kicks to Hart. Pass the ball. The shot misses. Now Memphis takes it the other way. There's Winslow, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Using that solid frame inside, Winslow draws the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Hayes finds ball, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Moore passes to Melly. Back to Moore. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
And it's more penetrating.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Pelicans shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That's good from Moore. And so he makes both from the line.
Each one more gives you the production, but he also gives you the intangible. He plays like an older brother.
Pass to Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Now, here's Morant for 3. And it's Melly with the rebound.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
The thing about Moore in transition, you see the high basketball IQ, knows exactly where he needs to be to finish.
And that one's good, Morant.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Pelicans have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
New Orleans making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. 26 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Jones in the post. Jackson on him.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And Hayes throws it down.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Clarke outside. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Clarke's got his first points in this one.
You got to know, this is Clarke's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the center. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Gutteridge. He's covered by Ball. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Brooks comes in for Kyle Anderson. Second chance shot. And Favors kicks to Ingram. From 13 feet, it goes down. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Well within striking range. Now is when you have to lock in at both ends.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Redick up top. Back to Williamson. Left side, Redick. The dish now to Ingram. The shot from the low post is good.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Here's Gutteridge. Good D by Holiday.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Redick finds Williamson. Over Clarke. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Jones, the pass to Brooks. Favors with the rebound. Favors got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Redick against Jones. Williamson outside. He feeds it to Ingram. 4 on the clock. Goes back up. Some solid defense from Clarke. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Favors with a wide open look. And again, no good by New Orleans. Jones drives in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
New Orleans making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. It's a 1-point game. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Fearless player. Have to respect Ingram's willingness to take big shots.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Morant banked in off the glass. Morant's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Williamson in the post. Guarded by Jackson. And they get it back. In the corner, it's Ingram. Left side Favors. Just 4 to shoot. Tries again. That one a little long.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Brooks checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant right side. And stolen by Redick. Ingram against Winslow. And that one's good. Ingram. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
This is just a case of Brandon Ingram getting stronger and more able to play through contact.
2 points. That one goes. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
Ingram what a play!
Watch your hands. You can count on him. Ingram has accepted the responsibility of being the man.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Here's Morant. The putback, money!
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And that one's good, Williamson.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And stolen by Redick. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. It falls!
Easy to be excited about Zion Williamson. His future is bright.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
You know, it's just a case where you just have to go up strong and live with the results. Nice job.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for New Orleans. Lonzo Ball comes in for J.J. Redick. Morant scanning the floor. Money!
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Here's Holiday. Yes!
Incredible. Holiday, a determined player, a competitive player, takes over when it counts.
Here's Morant. Oh, off target. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. That was a fun
build a greater bond. So doing that, it brought us closer. And
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And there were a few sharp-looking guys getting off. Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Spurs, they've got DeJounte Murray. Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Derozan, and it's Forbes in at the 2. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And this is where Lonzo Ball gets you excited. As a teammate, he's going to get you the ball.
Shoots from 12. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Holiday. Here's Favors. And it's Favors slamming it down.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Such great vision from Lonzo, and the best in the league always know they have options.
Ball against Murray. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. The Pelicans have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And the dunk by Williamson.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Aldridge kicks to Derozan. Shoots over Ingram. Misses the step-back jump shot.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Murray against Favors. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Clearly a foul.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Now here's Favors. Williamson outside. Pocket 6, takes a 3. That shot off the mark. So the Spurs will take it the other way. The feed to Murray. To Lyles. Some solid defense from Ingram.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Ball finds Williamson. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Holiday, the pass to Ingram. Fires the 3. Rebound, San Antonio.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Forbes kicks to Derozan. Back to Forbes. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. They break it out, 5-on-3. New Orleans moving it around. Ingram against Murray. Floats it up for Williamson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, I like it when he goes vertical, but I like it when he stays there. How about Zion getting up?
Here's Murray up on top. He's covered by Ball. Aldridge wide open. He fires. Nice open look, but it's no good. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. 8-point game. Favors finds Holiday. Now here's Williamson. And stolen by Aldridge. Here we go, one-on-one. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got his second bucket of the game to go. Pelicans leading by 6. Ball, the pass to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting it.
Ball dishes to Holiday. For 3, Ingram. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pelicans lead by 8. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Pelicans' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
So the Pelican 5 right now. We've got Hayes. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. And it's Melly in at the power forward. Now here's Redick. Launches a 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. And White slams it in.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
No, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. Inside. And Hayes kicks to Redick. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And Pirtle sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing. And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Redick. Following the basket by Derek White. Shoots over White. And again, no good by New Orleans. And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself. Accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
And it's Melly missing. Here's San Antonio. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Outside, Redick, the 3. And the Pelicans miss again. The Spurs have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Pass to Pirtle. White with it. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for San Antonio. And New Orleans also making a change. Okafor is checked in for Jackson Hayes. And then Okafor slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Walker the pass to Mills. Gay right side. He feeds it to Pirtle. Makes it off the glass. Pirtle's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
And the pass to Jackson. To the paint. Here's Okafor. And Okafor slams it in.
Elite passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
Mills dishes to Pirtle. Walker the pass to Pirtle. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Jackson kicks to Okafor. Here's Hart. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Down low, New Orleans moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Melly passes to Reddick. That 3 off the mark.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Great positioning on the putback.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Melly. He's covered by Gay. And the basket is good.
Excellent job of simply taking what the defense offered up.
Okafor with the steal. 3 on 3. Jackson has the open look. No good on the 3. The Spurs are gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Fertile finds Mills. That one falls. Mills has got the lead up to 2 now for San Antonio.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Okafor controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Pirtle. Pass to Bellinelli. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. It's Ingram on the wing. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. Stay with us, folks.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. San Antonio's first quarter could have gone much better. The deficit for them at 1 point. That's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Miles out there with Derozan. Then there's Murray. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here is Holiday. Following the miss by DeJounte Murray. And that one's good. Ingram. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them. Oh,
there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Miles with it. Favors picks him up. Here's Murray. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Now, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Now here's Ingram. 8 points for him. The kick out to Holiday. Williamson right side. 6 to shoot. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. And it's in there.
Well, Zion plays within the system. Right there, very unselfish.
Spurs trail by 3.
And starting really from when he was born, Williamson has been slated for greatness.
Well, when your parents name you after Mount Zion, which is the highest point in ancient Jerusalem, there might be some blessings coming your way.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5. To the middle, the 8-footer. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Aldridge.
the attacking, aggressive mindset. You get it right there from Aldridge. In that area, he's focused, and he scores.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. And the Spurs making a change here. White's checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Hayes is checked in. And Holiday is right there. Holiday's got his first basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Ball. After the basket by San Antonio. Murray with it. Now guarded by Ball. Spurs passing it around. Lyles no good. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for New Orleans. 3-point lead. And a fast break now for the Spurs. White's running. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Lonzo Ball picks one up. San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Spurs. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Murray. The Pelicans also changing it up. Okafor is checked in for Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Now here is Holiday. Dishes to Okafor. And Okafor slams it in.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Gay passes to Lyles. Gay outside. Kicks it to Walker. And stolen by Redick. Here's Hart. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. Passes it to Redick. And here's Hayes. 5 on the clock. Feeds to Okafor. They shoot again. And the layup is good. Okafor's got 4 points in the quarter.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
And Walker kicks to White. Walker against Redick. Walker dishes to White. Pass to Pirtle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And it's difficult to stay down on Pirtle's pump fake. He really exploits defenders with it.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Lyles. And it's Mills in for Walker. Melly is checked in for New Orleans. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Over to the wing. The pass to Redick. Pass to Melly. And Pirtle sends it back. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's White. 8 points for him. Pass to Forbes. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pelicans ahead, leading by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. New Orleans leading by 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Setting the 4 now for the Pelicans. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Then there's Favors, and it's Hart in at the 3 spot. Here is Forbes. Now Favors. And the wide open shot from Redick. No good with the triple.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
At the top of the key, Gay. Here is Forbes, guarded by Holiday. Forbes, the pass to Pirtle. Rebounded by Hart. Well, for New Orleans, shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Belly. Outside for Redick. A second chance effort. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
Here is Forbes. Shoots over Redick. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Holiday's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Hart, no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Pelicans leading by 6. Redick passes to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Melly. Pass to Holiday. Now the feed to Favors. Shoots from 8. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
Here's Forbes. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Hart the pass to Favors. Now here is Holiday. And there's the pass to Hart. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And here we go with Derozan running it up the middle.
And guys, I just love watching Derozan work in the open court. So good at leaking out and converting.
It's Redick on the wing. He's covered by Gay. And Redick kicks to Holiday. Inside, shot clock at 6. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Hurdle finds White. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. And here they go. And stolen by Gay. And stolen by Favors. Redick passes to Hart. To Redick, it's tipped. Pass to Melly. High post Favors. To the middle. From downtown. And it's Melly missing. Spurs trail by 8. And White kicks to Derozan. Nobody near Gay. Good on the triple. Gay's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Such a fearless player when the team needs it most. Rudy Gay coming through.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're in front by 5. 1:15 left in the 4th quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Derek Favors.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. He was measured in his words. He told his players, look, we're doing a lot of good things out there, really good things. Stay confident and stay positive in your approach. Trying to keep their hopes up, Kevin.
Spurs on defense, following the basket by Lonzo Ball. And no good.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go.
And Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Forbes. Misses the 3. Here's Derozan. Oh, and the jam by Derozan.
And that's a display of Derozan's athletic ability, making his presence felt on offense.
Williamson from long range. Can't get it to fall. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances.